Crenshaw, did you represent my client in the settlement of her late husband's estate?
Yes, I was a lawyer.
And what was the fee you charged the lady to settle her late husband's estate?
The fee?
The fee?
Well, it's a very complicated case.
Just answer the question.
Took a great deal of time.
Answer the question.
He's badgering me, isn't he?
I don't think so. Answer the question.
What was the question?
What was the fee you charged the lady to settle her late husband's estate?
That was the question?
If he says it was the question, it was the question.
$10,000.
$10,000.
But it was a very complicated case.
Not that complicated.
He's badgering me now, isn't he?
No, he's not badgering you.
$10,000. And you wonder why my client is suing you?
Now that's badgering.
I'm sorry, Your Honor.
Don't
go the crazy.
Just don't badger.
I said I was sorry.
I'd like to talk to you.
Yes,
You want to ask a question? You don't have to answer this if you don't want to, but I'd like to ask it. What's the fee you're charging this lady?
Well, as Mr. Crenshaw says, this is a very complicated case.
He's charging me $9,000.
$9,000.
Holy cow.
Strike that holy cow from the record. Gentlemen, I'd like to see you in my chambers.
Walter, I have a luncheon engagement.
Don't call me Walter in court. Call me Walter in my chambers. Come on, let's get it. This will take a few minutes.
Oh, that's all right. I'll go for a little walk.
Mrs. Jenkins, just for the record, how long has Mr. Jenkins been,
Dead? Almost a year.
My wife died almost 2 years ago.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Wasn't your fault. Do you mind if I ask you one more question?
No.
That perfume you're wearing, what is it?
East of Eden. It was my husband's favorite.
Oh, nice. This courtroom never smelled so good.
Right there.
East of Eden, huh?
Yes.
Nice. Okay, boys, this shouldn't take long. These are too high. Let's get them down.
Judge Franklin, your robe.
What about it?
You're sitting in it.
You gentlemen know Miss Rubner, my legal secretary and mother?
You can sit down now.
Thank you, Miss Rubner.
What are we having for lunch?
Nothing.
Doesn't sound like enough.
Guys, I want you to hear how ridiculous you sounded out there in the courtroom. Jack, read the last part of the transcript.
Starting where?
Just the last few lines.
Judge Franklin, may I ask you another question? Mrs. Jenkins, yes, Judge, that perfume you're wearing, what's it for? Jenkins, East of Eden was my husband's favorite.
Jack, can I talk to you for a minute, please? I think we ought to work out a signal as to what you should include in the record. Never do that again! Hello? Welland?
Hello, Judge.
That's all right. I'll hang up my coat.
Miss McClellan.
I want to ask you a question. Personal question. Have you ever in your life, been in love with anyone other than your husband?
Whatever makes you think I was in love with him?
Well, you married him.
It was London during the war. Girls did strange things between blitzes. I remember once, several of us swam naked across the Thames.
Never mind, Miss McClellan.
That's probably why I had a cold during most of the war. Hi, Dad.
Hey, Oliver.
We'll be eating soon, so wash your hands.
I did.
I wasn't talking to you.
Dad, I've got a problem.
So have I.
What's yours?
What's yours?
Let's get yours out of the way first.
Nah, you wouldn't be interested.
Sure I would. I'm your son. What are sons for?
Well, you know, ever since your mother died, I haven't gone out with very many women.
You haven't been out with any.
Well, that's not very many. Care for a drink?
Tell me about your problem.
Well, there was a woman in my court today. I can't get her out of my mind. She was very attractive, and I don't know what to do.
Well, if she's guilty, you've got to throw her in the slammer.
I guess it's not as complicated as I thought.
Hi, Dad. Sorry I can't stay for dinner. Bullet had to pick me up in a few minutes. We're going to the library and study.
That was your sister, wasn't it? Nice seeing you again. How's your adolescence going? Who did she say is picking her up?
Bullethead.
Bullet head?
Yeah, Bobby's new boyfriend. He works part-time as a mechanic at the gas station.
You've met him?
I met his feet. The rest of him was undercar.
Why do they call him Bullet Head?
Wait until you see him.
What's that?
Bullet head.
He's got a new car horn.
Daddy, can you tell I'll be down in a few minutes?
Certainly.
Better yet, invite him in.
That is better. She'll be down in a few minutes.
Why don't you come in?
He's standing out there on the street holding a car horn in his hand.
I never said he had a car.
Come on, Dad, I have solved your problem. What about mine?
Yeah, your problem. Okay, what's your problem?
Well, it's similar to yours.
Mm-hmm.
I haven't dated very much since Mom died either. But today I finally met the girl I'm going to marry.
What's her name?
It's either Tracy or Stacy something.
There's a person with a pointed head standing outside in front of my house holding a car horn in his hand.
Pay attention, Dad.
I'm sorry. Yeah. So, what?
Well, I love Tracy. Or Stacy. But she hates my guts.
Well, Oliver, there's an old adage about girls who hate your guts.
I don't want to hear any old adage, Dad.
Listen to your father, Oliver. He's a very learned man. It's not like listening to some braying jackass. Go ahead, Judge. Let's hear the adage.
Oliver, a girl is like a bus. If you miss one, there'll be another along in 5 minutes.
Well, you certainly made a fool out of me.
Good morning, Miss Rubner.
Was there a time change last night, Judge Franklin?
Time change?
Yes. Were all the clocks turned back an hour?
No. Why?
You're an hour late. I thought there might have been a time change.
I admit I'm late, Miss Rubner. I'm humbly sorry. I hope you'll be able to find it within yourself to forgive him.
In the 20 years I worked for Judge Lambert, the only day he was late was the day he came back from serving in the United States Marine Corps, and that's because he was wounded.
My illustrious predecessor didn't have to change a flat tire on his bicycle this morning.
No, Judge Lambert didn't pedal a bicycle. He was one of those eccentrics who drove a car. That way he could get to work on time.
He was a wonderful man. Strange you weren't tempted to follow him into retirement.
You're due in court in 5 minutes.
I'll be in my robe in 4 minutes. I have to make a phone call.
To whom?
To Mrs. Jenkins.
Who?
Mrs. Jenkins.
Oh, that one. I'll call her.
Never mind. I'll call her myself.
Oh, this is a personal call.
Personal and private.
I can take a hint.
Prove it. Hello, may I speak to the widow Jenkins there? Is Mrs. Jenkins available for telephone communication? Hey there, Linda. Guess who this is? Walter Franklin. Remember me from court yesterday? I was the guy in the long black robe. Yeah, I just called him the way I see him. I'll do his job. Linda, the reason I gave you a tinkle is... What are you doing barging in here like this?
Sorry. I didn't realize you were making a call on your fake phone.
As long as you're here, sit down. I want to talk to you.
You're going to yell at me, aren't you?
No, I'm not. Sit down.
You always yell at me.
I'll only yell at you if you don't sit down. I want to ask you a question. Remember that estate case we had yesterday? There was a woman named Jenkins.
Of course I do. You yelled at me for it.
Wasn't there something in her testimony about a romantic involvement?
Yeah. Let me see if I can remember. Attorney Martin, what about your love life? Mrs. Jenkins, what love life? I've been so preoccupied with this lawsuit, I haven't even had time to think about being romantically involved.
You think she'd, go out with me?
She might if she's got nothing else to do. I'd go out with you.
Thanks.
Of course, I know you. We've known each other for 10 years. Remember the first time we met? I do. You yelled at me.
Jack.
I'm leaving.
You really think she'd go out with me, huh?
There's only one way to tell you, Runner. Call her on the real phone.
I'm going to the ladies' room.
You have every right.
You'll have to answer the phone if it rings.
I will. Judge Franklin's chambers. No, I'm sorry, she's gone to the toilet.
Oh, is Linda there? I said, hello, is Linda there?
Yes, Linda. Isn't this 333-8276? It isn't. Oh, thank God.